Heyo, I am here to talk about prime and composite numbers. It is part of 4.0a.4. If you would just listen and learn through this video first and then grab your math notebook and pause it where you need to so that you can copy these notes into your notebook, that would be perfect. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to head our paper with what we are studying, and that is 4.0a.4. That's the standard for 4th grade that we're working on, and it is prime and composite numbers. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about prime numbers. A prime number is a number with only one and itself as factors. These numbers cannot be divided up equally into groups other than just one group of themselves. For example, 7. The only way I can get to 7 is 1 times 7. I could have one group of 7 apples or 7 groups of 1 apple. That's it. There's no other way to divide up 7 evenly. That is considered a prime number. Any number with just 1 in itself as a factor. The next one is composite numbers. Composite numbers are numbers that have more than 2, which means 1 in itself, numbers as factors. These numbers can be divided evenly by other numbers. So for example, 6. 6 can be divided 1 group of 6 or 2 groups of 3 or 3 groups of 2. All get me back to 6. So 6 has 4 factors. That means it is a composite number. The next one is 12. 12 has lots of factors. You could make 1 group of 12, 2 groups of 6, 6 groups of 2, 3 groups of 4, 4 groups of 3 of any item. That would be dividing up 12 evenly. So this is a lot of factors, 2, 4, 6 factors. So that makes 12 also a composite number. So really they're kind of the opposite of each other. Prime is a number that you can only get to it 1 times itself. A composite number are any of the other numbers that you can get to them more than just this one way. Okay, so we're going to practice doing one of these just to see how this would work. So if you were asked the question, is 9 a prime or composite number? What you would do is you want to figure out how many factors it has. So you would just pull the 9 out of the number and you would do a factor, a T-chart. So you would do 1 times 9 got me to 9. And you would say, oh, well, it's an odd number, so it's got to be prime. That's not always true because 3 times 3 also gets me to 9. So be careful on odd numbers. Some of them are prime, but some of them are composite. So here, because I have 4 factors, I know that this is a composite number. Okay? Another one to practice is 11. So if you want to pause the video and give this one a shot on your own, you could do that. The first thing you're going to do is make a T-chart. And the only way for me to get to 11 is 1 times 11. There is nothing else I can multiply or divide this number up into that is going to get me to 11 evenly. So because there's only one set of factors, 1 and 11, I know that this number is prime. Okay, one really important thing to know that you definitely need to add into your notebook. This is super, super important. Put a star next to it. 0 and 1 are not considered prime nor composite. They're neither of them. Okay, and this is really important because what they're going to do on tests and quizzes and things is they're going to give you lists of numbers and they're going to say which of these list of numbers has no prime or composites, or which of this list of numbers has only prime or only composite numbers, and they're going to sneak a 0 or a 1 in there. Anytime you see a 1 in a list of a number, remember it is not considered prime and is not considered composite, so you wouldn't want to pick any list that had 1 or 0 listed as a number choice. Okay, just a big tidbit, but please remember this: 0 and 1 are neither prime nor composite. Okay, thanks. We're going to practice this skill more and let me know if you have any questions.